the thinking cap, and I'm just having a bit of a hard day today, so I thought I would do a rockin' Refashionista check-in while I take my lovely boy Skelly for a walk. And I'd have to show you this on a pole. It is just the most hilarious thing. Okay, so there are some children in our neighborhood who keep making these absolutely adorable little signs. They have them for snakes and birds and skunks and you name it. And I mean, clearly they're very fake, but they're absolutely adorable. And what a cute little art project for kids to do. And it definitely puts a smile on my face when I am wandering the neighborhood with my lovely Skelly. Hello, big boy. Okay, you want to go this way? Let's go this way. So as I said, I just thought I would, come on alive here and do a little bit of a Refashionista check-in and make sure everybody's doing okay, because I'm not really doing okay today. I'm super stressed out and I'm not really, feeling great about life. And, when you get that feeling like you're not where you're supposed to be, you're not where you should be, and no matter how hard you're working and trying, and it's just not happening for you, and you're not getting any younger, and just all of those awful thoughts that, seem to invade at inopportune moments, and you just don't know what to do with yourself. That's where I am right now. So that's why I thought, hey, I will come out and have a nice little walk with my mastador Skelly, because he's so lovely and always gets me in a better mood, as does having some fresh air, of course. Fresh air in the lungs works wonders. But yeah, I just want to know, come on, buddy, how everybody else is doing and what's going on in your world. And if you have any kind of tips or tricks for when that awful anxiety monster rears its head and you're really not feeling like yourself and you're feeling like a failure, actually. My channel reached like over 15,000 subscribers a couple days ago, and I should be really happy about that, but I'm not, because it's not the milestone that I want to have reached. But yeah, if you got any tips or anything you can give me to just make yourself feel better, like what do you do when you get in this kind of really yucky, slumpy feeling and you just, I don't know, you just start having a hard time of it? Because, like I said, for me, I try to take my boy out for a walk, and I might clean something. That always helps me feel better. My house is really clean though. But maybe should I talk about something to do with refashioning, because that's actually what I'm all about, right? Instead of all of this doom and gloom. But again, sometimes I get just so exhausted and tired having to be the only person in my household who seems to hold everybody together, and I'm never allowed to be in an unpleasant mood, because if I'm a little bit unpleasant, then other people in my house are a lot more unpleasant. So it's just not worth the bother. And I'm sure a lot of people out there can relate. But yeah, you can see here, Skelly is a mastador, which is a mixture of a mastiff and a Labrador. And he's a lovely brindle color with his tiger stripes. And his name is Skelly because all the dogs that I have ever had have been named Jack, and some form of Jack. And my daughter named him after Jack Skellington, and we call him Skelly for short, or of course Skeletor if he's not being very nice. But he joined our family a few months ago now. Last year, Our other dog, Jack, unfortunately passed away. He was 14 though, so it was to be expected. And Mr. Skelly here has, I guess, taken that spot that was empty in our hearts, and he's absolutely wonderful, and he's such a sweetheart, and he absolutely loves his sniff walks, as I think most dogs do. And like I said, a sniff walk for him is definitely a decompress and relax time for me, especially when I'm feeling super overwhelmed. And today I just was looking at my list of things that I have to do, and slowly but surely working my way through it, and it's a lot. And when you're a one-woman show like I am, you know, doing everything behind the scenes, it does get very overwhelming. And yeah, I'm sure like other people out there, hopefully it's not just me. I don't really have a support system beyond myself, which is a little bit sad and everything, but you know what are you gonna do? This is just really being a depressing live. I apologize, but I just really wanted to be able to talk and get things out and see if anybody else was in a similar situation to me, feeling just overwhelmed and overextended and overtired, and yeah, like you're kind of a lonely island in a sea of problems. Is anybody else feeling that way right now? I mean, I know some of you are for sure. What you got there, Skel? What you smelling? What is down there? What is it? I don't know what he's smelling. Probably getting messages from other doggies, right? That's what I always like to say to my kiddo, is that when he stops and smells like that, he's getting his DMs or his text messages from the other dogs in the neighborhood. And again, it's puts a smile on my face to think that some of his doggy friends are leaving him messages and he's leaving them messages. It's just a cute little thing to think to yourself. Not sure why he is having that body language though right now. I think he might be smelling something that he's not liking very much. I'm not sure. What you got there, Skel? Oh, I'm sorry I'm not talking. I'm just reading this lovely comment here from Vilija or Vilija Vixen. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right. But yes, thank you very much. There is definitely a general vibe of challenge at the moment, I think, for a lot of us. Yes, Jessica, I know you're right there with me because we're buddies. So that's yeah, trying to interact with other people is very difficult. And part of me, you know, wishes that maybe I didn't live and work abroad in so many different countries for decades, but I did. And then returning back to Canada was really, really difficult as an adult, you know, in my 40s to make friends. And because I do work for myself at home, I don't really even get to meet anyone, so that makes it a little bit difficult. But thankfully I do have some lovely people in my online community, so that definitely helps. I actually don't even know where I'm going. I'm letting Skelly just lead me here. So where are we going, buddy? I do also, just to get back on some actual Refashionista topics here, I want to know if anybody else is really kind of struggling with the prices of your local thrift and charity shops. Like, I'm in Toronto, and it is insane, the prices here. They are absolutely, I don't even understand, charging these prices for, used crappy fast fashion when it's donated, it's used, it's stained. Here, Skel, come, let's go this way. Come on. Okay, cross. Thank you. Good boy. Come on. Oh, there's kids on the other side of the street, and he loves playing with kids. But because he is such a big boy, the kids don't like him very much. Some of them are okay, but most of them get pretty scared when they see him coming, which is a shame because he really just is a gentle giant. He is technically still a puppy though, so I'm really not sure how big he's going to get. He could stay about this size, or he could get super duper big. But yeah, anyways, anybody else having an issue with their thrift store prices or charity shop prices? I know when I was in the States, like this is years ago, I was really shocked at how great the prices were in a lot of the smaller charity shops, like you could get stuff for 25 cents. That never happened in Canada. So that was quite a shock to me. But I'm wondering if it's still the same now. I'm sure prices have increased, but I do find myself thinking, these smaller, more independent or actual charity shops, not like the big box stores, but the actual charity shops, do they still have reasonable prices, or are they kind of over the top like they are here in Canada? Like $14.99 for an H&M t-shirt is excessive in my brain, I think. But again, that's why I share all of my free tutorials and all of that. Oh, speaking of which, I actually have a new Refashionista starter pack free download on my site. So if you go to refashionistasherry.com, the link is there, and you can download that, and it's got links to some of my favorite no-sew tutorials and everything you need to get started refashioning, basically, which is not a heck of a lot. You probably have everything in your house already, which is pretty cool. That's exactly how I got started. I actually inherited a really very vintage sewing machine when I was living in Berlin, in Germany. And that was when I was 37. And I was actually pregnant at that time, so I didn't really touch it. And also, I spectacularly failed home ec when I was in high school, because that teacher was very, very mean to me. And, she was cruel. She bullied me a lot. And I swore I was never going to touch another sewing machine. And I did not until I was 37 years old. And I inherited that one and, taught myself how to use it after I had my kiddo. And I was finding, clothes weren't fitting me very well. So I thought, I'm just going to see what I can do with this sewing machine. And then that slowly but surely turned into, come on, buddy. Come on, Skel. Come. That turned into my Refashionista empire that I have today. And yeah, if you go to refashionistasherry.com, you can see everything there. I have like over 1,700 free tutorials on my blog and channel now. And I put new ones out every single Friday. I put out like a long form video. I try to do YouTube shorts every day. And I've started doing these live videos as well. And I'm definitely feeling better than I was when I started this video. So it's definite proof that taking my boy Skelly for a walk really does help. And now I'm not dreading going back home to that situation so much anymore. Hopefully everybody's kind of enjoyed this a little bit and realized, if you're having a crappy day, you're definitely not alone. I am there with you. And anytime you want to reach out, please do. And I would love to meet, other people who are maybe in not a great home situation, but you can't get out of it at this point. But you're trying your hardest. You're trying your hardest. And yeah, let's kind of make a support group together. That would be great if we can do that. And head on over to my channel, enjoy all of my fab free tutorials, and, you know, start your own refashionista revolution in your own closet.